Hello and welcome again to another lesson. In this lesson, we're taking a look at the do while loop. The do while loop is the variant of the while loop. So, like we saw in the previous lesson that we treated while loop and how it can be set, how to avoid an endless looping in your browser. We saw all of those things. The first lesson actually crashed the browser. We saw it because we did not, or we failed to increment the condition as at the right time. And even the second one ran into similar problem. But I had to like allow it to run, then refreshes that browser. That was when we got the output that we needed. So in this lesson, we are going to be taking a look at a variant of the while loop, which is called the do while loop. So the do while loop will execute the code block once before checking if the condition is true. So the way do while loop works is that it will execute the code block once before checking if the condition is true. Then it will repeat the loop as long as the condition is true, which means that once this code run once, if the condition is true, it will repeat that loop, which means it will continue execution. But once it hits false, then it will stop executing. So this is the format for setting it. Use the do keyword, you put your code block to be executed, and then you now put the condition last. That is how do while loop works in JavaScript. And here are some notes that you need to take note of. The do while runs at least once, even if the condition is false from the start. It means that if the condition you set is even false from the start, it will still run once. Once the condition is false, then it will stop executing. But if the condition is true, it will continue to run. This is because the code block is executed before the condition is tested, which means that the code that you put inside the do gets executed first before it's now check the condition to evaluate whether it is true or it is false. Do not forget to increase the variable used in the code, otherwise the loop will never end. So it's just like the way we experience with while loop, that if you did not increase the variable after when you set your condition, the loop will continue to run and it will crash your browser when it gets to a certain state. So these are very important to take note of as you work with our do while loop. And in the next lesson, we'll take a look at an example, just as we have seen for loop and while loop. We'll take a look at an example for do while loop, how you can set your condition, how you can, set a scope for it to get executed and see the output as well in the browser. Thank you. I'll see you in the next lesson.